work out against other guys?
Yeah, but obviously, I mean, that's what they want to do. I mean, they choose who to work out with and what time and that kind of stuff. So it's really between them.
What position do you see yourself playing, primarily in the league? Do you see it as a small forward, or can you play that?
Primarily, I'll start out as a small forward position. I think maybe, later on in my career, I might be able to do a little combo. But, I mean, immediately I'll come in as a small forward.
You talked yesterday about just the influence your mom had on you, just how she helped your demeanor and your character in court. Can you do a little more just about the role she played in your life?
Yeah, I mean, my mom, she's always just been there for me. She had to work very hard to provide for my sister and I, and that hard work, the ability to, persevere, I definitely got that from her. Just always just staying even, keel, and calm. She kind of instilled those habits in me. That's why I carry that on the court, and that's how I carry myself.
A lot of times people took that even keel as maybe not having that fire. There's an expectation for you to take over the game and dominate the ball all the time. Did that ever get to you, just hearing that kind of stuff?
Not at all. I mean, you can't let your facial expressions determine how you play. I mean, just let your play speak for itself, and you go from there.
Where are some guys you think fit better in position in the draft? There's a team at 6 as opposed to 3 where you're a better fit as a player. Is that something that you think about? Process? Maybe the number is not the key, but it's where.
Well, I mean, you do think about that, but ultimately, it's not like recruiting. It's whatever team drafts you. I mean, regardless of where you think a best fit is or how high you want to go. I mean, it's solely on them. So, I'm just going in there, just trying to be a chameleon. No matter where you go, just make the best of your situation. And,
you look through the list and go, man, I would fit better there than I would fit better there.
I mean, a little bit, but a lot of teams are talking about trading players and talking about moving players out. So I mean, it's really hard because some of the corner pieces that might be there now might not be there when you get there. Yeah, I mean, right now nothing's really solid, so you just have to kind of go with the flow.
What are you hearing is your range as far as like where you're going to
go? 2 through 8, but I mean that's not saying you can't slide farther than that, depending on what happens, or if a team moves up higher.
Have you got any contact from teams out of the 7, 8, 9 range? Have you been talking to those teams any?
Yeah, I have talked to some of those teams. I mean, for example, sat down with Chicago yesterday. I mean, you just never know. I mean, teams like that, teams like that can move up. You just never know.
You talked to the Pistons or anything?
I talked to the Pistons.
Okay. Would you be willing to go work out for teams outside of, say, the top 8, 9, or outside of the top 10?
I mean, of course. I mean, because you never know, where you're going to end up. And a lot of those teams, they have multiple picks, so they can, combine those and move up. So, honestly, you can't try to say I'm only working out for these teams when teams can move up and have a position to get you.
How was your conversation with the Bulls? What did you guys talk about?
It was good. Obviously Coach Thibodeau was there, and we just kind of talked about where their team was, where they saw themselves going, and what kind of personality traits I had similar with what they try to keep on their team.
You talked to Toronto, they're 8. That's about
Yeah. It went really well, actually. I mean, just talk to them kind of about what they need, where they're going, how, if potentially I came there, how I'd be a fit.
Yeah, they need a 3.
They need perimeter scoring. That's what they need. Yeah.
That's not a secret, and that would be.
Yeah, I mean, they're very good defensively, but they obviously want to improve offensively. So depending on, where I'm at and if they choose to move up or stay there, I mean, it could potentially work.